All right, guys, Seth and I are out at Doak Park in Thomasville, North Carolina today. And to be honest, this is not where I had intended to skate. I had one of my rare felt adventures today, and I had to have a commiseration skate we had to do something. So I had to take my mom back to the beach this weekend. Yesterday, I drove back up today, and I found a skate park near Fayetteville called Cleveland. And Seth and I had skated Rowan skate park there before, and I found this one, and it looked to be really near Fort Bragg, but I googled it, did all kinds of stuff, and it did not say it was on the base. So I took off for it. It added an extra almost 2 hours to my trip, which is a long trip to begin with. And I was getting closer. With 2 miles left to go, I got to the main gate of the base. And of course, I'm not military anymore, so I can't get on the base. And the guy says, you can maybe go get a visitor's pass. So I go to the office to get a visitor's pass, and it's over a 1 hour wait for a visitor's pass. So I'm like, not doing it. So then I checked out Rowan Park where we had skated before. It was still a half an hour in the other direction. So I was like, nah, I'm coming home. So Seth and I are out here today skating, just messing around. I'm totally exhausted, but we're just messing around, and it's hot. It's probably 100 degrees out here on this deck at least, and humid. So we're just gonna play around today. There's some good stuff here for Seth to grind on. There's rails and stuff. So I'll play on these quarters and just do some stuff. I don't know if I'm doing anything real big. I just want to skate and be moving because I've been in the car for dang near 7 hours today. So let's just skate and see if we do anything at all. All right, guys, so I've never been good at going back and forth between these quarters here and here. So I need to work on like generating a little bit of speed when I drop in and trying to get just like from side to side of these things. So I'm gonna put the camera up, maybe the sun will be right in my eyes. I'll put the camera up on top of this one on this side, and we'll put it up here, and we'll see what I can do about going just like from side to side, just kind of going up and stepping up. I don't know if I can jump up there or not. Just stepping up will be a miracle for me, but let's just see what we got. All right, so let's just see what we can do here. I've just never been good, like I said, at dropping in and giving me kind of pump. I can't do it. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, that hurts my hip. All right, guys, that's still hard here. These transitions are not smooth, and the coping on the top of this thing is huge, so you don't just roll over it, you got to jump over it. But that's probably better than I've ever done, and gotten a little bit of speed. So the other thing I'd like to do is see how far across the top of that fun box I can jump. If you saw my video where the last time I was here trying to jump on that down rail, you know, I was trying to just jump up on the flat, and I might try to put some kind of mark on it, and maybe with wax, I don't know, and just see. It's a lot further horizontally than it looks. For me, I can't jump horizontal. I can't jump vertically or horizontally, but let's go see what it feels like to just try to jump a little bit on that and see if we can get any kind of distance. Halfway maybe. Let's try that. All right, so this thing, from a distance, it doesn't look that far. When you get up close to it, that's a good solid, oh, that's a good 20, oh, that's 36 inches, that's 3 feet. But heck, I can't jump 3 feet on a good day on the flat, but let's I should be able to jump some ways across it. So if I can put some kind of mark, like maybe here on the halfway, and just see what it looks like jumping that, I might have to drop in on that. Problem with dropping in on that is I just don't gain much speed on that to come up here and jump, but I gain a lot more if I can come up from over there and come up the side. But let's find something to mark it with, and then let's do some jumps. All right guys, so I marked it halfway with the wax, but I don't think you can see that. I'm pretty sure you probably can't see it definitely from over here, but what have I got there? Oh, that's so hard to see that angle, but I don't want to block it for Seth. I'm just going to try a few here and see. Let's get started and see what it looks like. All right, so I think I got almost halfway across there, but I'm going to try it dropping in on this side here and coming up. I generally lose my speed real bad on this, so let's drop in over there and just see how much speed I can keep and try to jump and get halfway. And if I can get halfway consistently, maybe I'll move it a little more, but halfway will be good for tonight. That's at least a good 18 inches, so that's good for me. Let's do it. All right guys, I think I got halfway that time. I didn't get robbed so bad coming down that one ramp, which is unusual for me. So I'm thinking now I just got to jump a little more, and part of me is kind of afraid to land on the edge, but that's a long way to go before I land on the edge, and I'm not even close to that. So let me go get a drink of water, and I'm gonna come back and we'll try to jump a little more aggressive. Well, I gotta land better for one. I'm landing terribly, so I gotta land and feel better jumping. But let's keep going and try some of those. They're kind of fun. All right guys, I'm gonna get Seth jumping this thing. He cleared it just a second ago with room to spare, so I gotta watch his technique because I suck at jumping, be honest. So I'm gonna watch his technique and maybe I can emulate a little bit of it, but he's just jumping way harder than I tend to jump. His speed is probably not any much different, but the way he is kind of jumping down that ramp pretty hard. But let's get a picture of him and then we'll go from there. All right, bud. Yeah, see? Yeah, you cleared that by a mile.
Yeah, I'm just jumping really high.
Yeah, plus you can clear it from this side. I can barely jump from this side when I drop in. Yeah. I don't have any speed by the time I hit that fun box when I jump in.
See, I'm barely moving, it feels like.
All right guys, this thing is height. He's got the height on me, so I'm gonna jump and try to lift my feet a little higher off the ground. I may not go any further forward, but I gotta try to lift my feet a little higher off the ground and see what that feels like. I'd love to have something like non-deadly to jump over, but I don't have anything like a cup or just something that if I hit, it wouldn't hurt me. So let's just see if I can get my feet off the ground at all. I'll drop in again on the back wall and just see while I can get my feet off the ground at all here. All right, so I've got a little bit up there, but I think what I'm afraid of is jumping and landing like on the edge or on the corner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump these corners so that I'm jumping from a slope to a slope and just see what that feels like. I'll just come down this corner right here. No, I'll come this other side. I'm gonna come right here because I got a better runoff. So I'm just gonna jump off of this side and land on this side and see what that feels like, just to kind of get a feel for jumping slope to slope. All right, so that actually doesn't feel so bad. It's just hard to get any speed coming into this thing from any angle, but I think what I want to do now is maybe jump a corner. So kind of jump off of that over a tiny flat onto that corner. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop in over on that side, come over here and try to jump this corner and land over here. But yeah, let's try that and see what happens. All right, I think I actually got a couple. So I don't know, I may try to jump this other corner here. See if I, well, that's harder to come in from. Just try to jump this side, because I don't generally land that way from that to that. So let's see if that feels any different, just jumping from the side to the side, and see if I land and feel any different. Oh, all right, guys, I don't need to worry about grinding. I got so much work to do on this kind of stuff. I could do forever. Yeah, I just am so totally uncomfortable jumping off the ground in these skates. I just don't have a feel for jumping flat-footed without being able to like bend your knees and bend your ankles. So lots to work on, but a lot of fun. This is super fun. So let's take a break for a minute. And it's starting to hurt my leg a little bit, that landing, but not near as bad as trying to grind. So let's maybe we'll get Seth grinding on some of these rails, because he does a good job on these flat rails. But let's go get a drink of water. All right, guys, I think I'm getting up on these a little better now. So dropping in on one, going up on the other, I'm able to actually come up and land on the coping both feet instead of just, well, I've been doing it. So let's see if I can do that a couple times across both directions, and see what that does. It feels like, yeah, my pumping is getting slightly better. So let's give it a shot. All right. So this is the harder of the two sides. That's feeling much better. All right, guys, that's feeling so much better. Just a little bit of practice coming down, just tucking a little bit and pushing. So but I am getting my legs starting to get a little sore from hours and hours and hours sitting in the car today. But yeah, that's good and making progress. So that's all you can ask for. I may try a few more jumps and then I'll probably call it a night. So let's see what we can do there and then call it a night. All right, guys, that last one was about as high as I'm gonna be able to go tonight. That one was not bad, really. Cleared at least the corner. So yeah, we just came out tonight. Like I said, I had other plans for today, but I'm glad I got to skate, especially with Seth. I could have gone to the other park, but I just would rather skate with him. So out here at Doak Park in Thomasville tonight, just having a great time skating around. Got some decent pumping on the mini ramp and some decent jumps. So just having fun working on stuff, and gonna have it's a lot of hot days coming still in the summer, so we're just gonna have to deal with the heat and get a lot of water. So like always, I appreciate you guys watching, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And if you like this kind of content, I would not mind a thumbs up. But from Thomasville, North Carolina at Doak Park, like always, see you on the next one.